So Trump has spread this lie about how the legislation provides amnesty to undocumented immigrants. There is nothing in the bill about amnesty. You guys can fact check me if you want. It is a very right-wing bill, okay? But they just latch on to whatever characterization that Trump has of the bill. And they just continue to support whatever Trump wants them to support. And in regard to Republicans who are playing along with Donald Trump's game, you have to keep in mind that anyone who dare cross Donald Trump and whatever he desires will have to deal with Trump's ire, as now Republican Senator James Lankford is dealing with. In fact, during a recent interview on Dan Bongino's show, Trump said something about Lankford that I found amusing, to say the least. So let's take a look at that and I'll explain why.
Just to correct the record, I did not endorse Senator Lankford. I didn't do it. He ran, and I did not endorse him. So I'm sure your person will be happy to hear that. But
yeah,
I think
good.
This is a very bad bill for his career, and especially in Oklahoma. The people in Oklahoma are, these are serious MAGA. These are serious people. They are not going to be happy about this, Dan, when they see
Right.
this. This is crazy. This is lunacy, this bill. And you know what it is? It's a gift to the Democrats.
Well, it turns out that Senator Lankford was one of the Republican candidates in 2022 that was endorsed by Donald Trump and happened to win. So Trump said in the September 27th, 2022 endorsement statement, quote, "James was strongly committed to America first and everything it stood for, and likewise strongly committed to me as president. Sometimes we didn't exactly agree on everything, but we do now. He is a very good man with a fabulous wife and family, loves the great state of Oklahoma, and is working very hard on trying to save our country from the disaster that it is in." By the way, in that statement, Trump proceeded to praise Lankford's stances on the border, the economy, crime, gun rights, and energy. I mean, I'm just amused by it. I'm amused by it. Like, what else could you do at this point?
Yeah, okay, knew it. I just looked up James Lankford's wife. Yes, she's young and attractive. There's no way he's mentioning the wife for no reason unless she's attractive. Okay, hey, anyways, look, if you're MAGA, I mean, do you know that Trump's a hilarious liar? And like you're okay with it because you're like, he's trolling or whatever excuse you make? Or are you like, no, Trump's being honest when he contradicts himself 100%? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Look, we're a fair show. So Trump's a comical, like hilarious, over the top liar, right? On the other hand, Anna made a great point earlier. So Biden's plan on immigration was sit on your ass, do nothing until the Republicans yell at you enough, then you concede everything to the Republicans. The reason everybody's gobsmacked by this is because the Republicans got everything they wanted. But you should, and then they rejected it. But you shouldn't be surprised that Joe Biden gave the Republicans everything they wanted. That's all he ever does. That is the definition of his career. And then finally on Mayorkas, if we can get to that, they're trying to impeach him because they're saying he's so bad on the border. He hasn't been able to control the border, and if you can't control the border, that's a high crime and misdemeanor. Well, you guys just shot down a bill that would control the border. So should you all the Republicans be impeached today, according to their own logic?
Well, not only that, I should give you the update to that story. The Mayorkas impeachment is a good example of the illusion of governance that I talk about on the show so often, where rather than legislating, rather than governing, you have lawmakers, and to be quite frank, from both parties engaging in performative garbage, right? All political theater. Typically, it's in the form of hearings. In this case, it's in the form of a sham impeachment. And the big update on the attempt to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas is that there were enough Republicans in the House to shoot that down. Ken Buck, a Republican lawmaker in the House, basically said that this is delusional and said that the impeachment fails to identify, or the argument to impeach him fails to identify any impeachable crime that Mayorkas has committed. So I am amused that there are members of their own party that shut down this performative nonsense. But I do think that in an attempt to make it appear as though Republicans are trying to do something about the border, even as they're shooting down legislation that would, respond to the crisis. They're focusing on the performative stuff and attacking a specific individual, the head of the, Department of Homeland Security.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it if you become members, because that allows us to be independent, honest, progressive, all the things that you don't get from corporate media. And all of that is because of you guys. Hit the join button below and become one of us. Become a Young Turk.